Hello Chic friends, I'm Fiona Ferris and I am from howtobechic.com, author of 30 Chic Days and my new book Financially Chic. I am here on day 7 of my Financially Chic tips to celebrate the release of my new book, and Financially Chic is about living a luxurious life on a budget, learning to love managing money and growing your wealth. So today's tip is join your library. If you haven't been since you were probably a kid, they've changed a lot and you can get heaps of different things from your library, and it's a really fantastic way of cutting down your spending but not cutting down your reading material and DVDs and that kind of thing, and CDs. The tinkling ball noise that you just heard in the background, that's the cats playing, so of course they like to be involved in most of my videos. So with the library, you already pay for it whether you are a renter or a homeowner, so you may as well use that service. When I was little, Mum used to take us, me and my siblings, to the library every week, and we'd top up on library books for the weekend, and it was a really fun trip and got us all, we're all readers, all my siblings and I, and we're all quite voracious readers, and it's because of that habit, I think. So I suppose if you are a mum, it's a really nice habit that you might not have thought of. I'm sure lots of people already do this, but I know there'll be lots of people around that haven't really thought about the library. They think it might be old and fuddy-duddy or not much there, but it really is. You can get any new book from the library, and I'm sure your library is just like ours in that if you request a book, they will get it in for you. So once I learned that, and once also a librarian told me that they love to get suggestions from customers, I guess we are, because they often have to choose new books themselves, and they really love getting help from the readers so that they can, A, it's an easier job for them to choose, and B, they can get what people really want to read. And probably some of my books have been quite embarrassing, like pop culture type books that I've requested in, but they've always got them. And a long time ago, it used to be, I think I requested a book and it was a self-published book. This was a long time ago, and they said we don't get self-published books in. I thought, oh, okay, so that's fine. But nowadays they actually do, and that's why they have my books there. So if you are in Auckland, New Zealand, you can request both my books, 30 Chic Days and also Financially Chic. You can request them from the library. They've got copies there, and it's nice that people want to get them out. Pretty happy about that. Yeah, so I would sincerely encourage you to join up at your library. You may have to go onto a card, you may be able to do it online, but you can order everything online that you want at our library anyway, and I'm sure other libraries are the same. So it's not like you have to go in and spend hours going through all the shelves. You can just log on like you would to Amazon or Book Depository and see if the book that you want is there, order it, and it will come into your library. So I think that's a pretty awesome service. So support it, because if no one uses it, it won't get more funding, and it's also good for you because you get to read all the latest and greatest. You don't have to pay for them. Sometimes there's a minimal charge for maybe a DVD or if you want to get a book quickly, but for the most part it's free. And you also don't have the clutter, which I love the most. So if I get a magazine out of the library, and I also order a lot of magazines too, you don't have to have them in stacks around your house, because I find it really hard to get rid of magazines. So that is just a win-win, that it doesn't cost much or anything, and there's no clutter because you take them back. And having a deadline also makes you read them, because I'm sure if you're anything like me, you get a book and you think, oh, I can't wait to read this, and then you go, oh, I'm already halfway through this book, I've got a few books here that I want to read as well, and you put it on your book pile, and it's still there 6 months or a year later, and you still want to read it, so you don't want to get rid of it, plus you've paid for it. So the good thing about a library is that you have to read it to take it back, If you don't, you can get it out again. And if you don't get it out again, then you probably didn't want to read it anyway. So, did you see that tail just go whizzing past? You would think that I put funny stuff in their food, but they have really nice quality food. They've just had dinner, so you think they'd be more relaxed. Anyway, so go join your library. That's me being bossy. And if you want to look at my book, you can go to your library and get it out. Or if you insist on getting your own copy, you can get them from Amazon. I will see you tomorrow for my the 8th day in the Financially Chic Tips video series. Thank you for joining me. See you later.